my friends gave me a great idea. For my coffee with Tree, I should always just have a coffee cup. And you guys don't know what's in it. And, so that's what I'm doing. And from her, she gave me this a couple years ago for my birthday. This is from my best friend, Chrissy. Thanks, Mama. Oh, man, that tastes good. Share this because for some reason it won't let me tag anybody. Or the whole situation of going from the site to Facebook. I don't know. It's not working. But I just want to say good morning. Happy Sunday. Yeah. I've been sick all week. I haven't my sinuses are a hot mess. I've been taking a lot of vitamin D's and C's and been sleeping a lot and just chilling out. Yesterday I literally did nothing. I did nothing. I didn't even do shit at my house when I should have, but I didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. Usually it's whenever the weather changes and shit, my sinuses go crazy. And I'm just all full of yuck. Yuck here, yuck there. Just yuck. So anyways, I wanted to come out here because it's Sunday in October. What is this today? October 5th? Do you see this fucking sun? It's great. I have a big baggy, you know how you have your big baggy shirts? Your big baggy shirts that you wear? That is just like your comfy shirt. Morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. He must have been a DoorDasher or something. Anyways, it's like October 5th and the sun's out and it's beautiful and I could be out here in a tank top if I wanted to, but I realized when I wear tank tops and dresses on here, I look naked. So, I will always try to wear, sometimes I might wear, oh hi. So, because it's Halloween season, and everybody, if you don't know, I have a best friend, which is my little skeleton man. I've had him for about 3 years. Look, he's got an Ohio State shirt on. Fuck you, George. He's got an Ohio State shirt on. I bought it for like $3.99 at Mark's, right? Look at that. Look at that. I've had him for 3 years. He's been sitting on my bench in front of my house for 3 years. And I've never given him a name. So, if you guys would help me find a name for him, I would greatly appreciate it. I set him on my porch, on my bench. He's usually here all year round. And I just kind of dress him up in different clothes and stuff. But last month, was it last month? I just realized I'm talking to him. Last month, 2 months ago. What is it, October, September? I think it was like 2 months ago, something like that. I got fined $100. Look at this. I got fined $100 from my trailer park because he's not acceptable to keep out all year long. My neighbors love him. My neighbors think he's cool as shit. They think it's awesome as hell. And when I got fined, I wanted to have him with a poster. I wanted to sit him out here with a poster that said, I've been here for 3 years, you've been here for 5 minutes, bitch. But I was like, probably shouldn't cause any waves. So, one of his arms broke off, it happens. His sockets popped out, but I've been able to put them all back together. So, if anybody can think of a name for him, just let me know. He's went from Bones to, I think he was Harry at one point. I I don't know. I don't know what else to. I don't know what else to call him. Um, so if you guys have any ideas, and if I like it, that's like I said, my sinuses, my brain's not right. My if you guys think of any good names for him, but right now he's in a Winnie the Pooh onesie from Walmart because I looked at it and I was like, oh, that looks big enough. That's cool. No. The pants came up to my shins. Camel toe was all out. Like, yeah. So, he inherited it. What's going on with you guys this weekend? Is anybody else kind of feeling like shit like me? And this sucks because it's such a nice weekend. It's such a nice weekend. And I don't want to do anything. Because I feel like crap. Yeah, I realize sometimes I talk to him. I almost have like a Jeff Dunham thing. Like in my mind, he's telling me stuff. The only thing I did this weekend was Friday. I went on a bachelorette party. There was like 20 or so of us. And we went to the Funny Bus in Cleveland. Was it worth the money? I don't think so. It was supposed to be their spooky one. The one cool thing we did though was, you know, the cemetery across from Progressive Field? We drove through that. I was like, this really isn't happening. I'm like, there's no way this is really happening. And we drove through the fucking cemetery across from Progressive Field. That was just mind-blowing to me. And we stopped at like some of the most haunted. We didn't go in or anything, but we just stopped out front in front of like the most haunted places in Cleveland, which was pretty neat. But you go on the Funny Bus. It picks you up at Collision Bend in Cleveland. Don't ask me where that's at. I didn't drive. Seth drove all 5 of us down there. And when I don't drive, I don't pay attention. I don't care. But you get to drink on the bus. And it's not height acceptable. So anybody taller than me, I would probably say no, because you would need your own freaking bench. Let me see if this will share now. This is part 2 because I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Every time I try to tag people, every time I try to share it on Facebook, it like ends the thing. So that's what's happening. Oh jeez, who was that? Yeah, so I'm back, guys. I don't know what the hell's happening with this. Maybe when I'm inside, and I'll go look for a tripod because my little Adirondack chair has broken. But isn't this the cutest mug ever? I have so much yuck. So on the last one I was talking about how I went on a bachelorette party. And we went on the Funny Bus out of Collision Bend in Cleveland. It wasn't that funny. It wasn't as funny as you would think. I mean, I get it. She had a script to follow. She had a script she had to follow and everything to be... Because all you did was you just took a tour through downtown Cleveland. And, like, they added in, like, the scary things of Cleveland. Like, the death car. Which I've seen that on, on Ghost Hunters. Maybe I need Mucinex. I've been drinking a lot of water and taking a lot of shit, so whatever. But, and they took you past like the most haunted house in Cleveland, which she was like, the gates open, dude. The gates never open. Here you can rent this place overnight. You can stay there overnight. I would never do that, but I like watching scary stuff, not like the Michael Myers movies or like all of that. I don't like watching any of that, but I like Ghost Hunters and shit like that. That's my type of stuff. I like to watch it. Don't ever put me in it. Don't ever put me in it. So like I said, if anybody can come up with a name for him. When I first got him, I walk out here, I had him sitting on here, I had him all like hardcore zip tied to the bench so he didn't fly away. And one of my neighbors took a piece of paper and made it look like a joint, put it in his mouth. And then somebody else put a can of beer in his fucking hand. And I just kind of let it go. Sorry. He'll keep you guys entertained from now on. So yeah, since it's Halloween, I feel like every Sunday, not saying dress up, but I'm probably going to wear something. Morning, Jimmy. Jimmy, talk to me. How's your weekend been going? What did you do to Aaron, Chris? I don't know what I did to him. What I want to know why he sent me a text at 2 a.m. on Friday night. Are you sleeping or are you awake? And I was like, I was drunk and sleeping. So. And he never messaged me back. Look, Chris, if you don't ever show up, look, I got your replacement for the night. This has been my boy for 3 years. Guys, I'm like, what did you do with Aaron, Chris? Where'd you put his ass at? I think it might be all because of fucking Ed's comments to all of us that all Ed's comments to us about everybody being fat, but guess what? Ed's ass is fat too. Anybody that hangs out in downtown Willoughby and knows who the fuck Special Ed is, and he's literally the real Special fucking Ed. He hates fat people, and he's constantly fat shaming everybody. So, this is from us, Ed. Suck a satchel of Richards. I know, I want to know who it is. I want to know who, and that was, he was, when he messaged us about, what was it? He messaged us about, oh, would you stand behind me if I lost weight, whatever. Yeah, of course, it seems like everybody's on each other's side if we're up for something. And then yesterday he posted that thing of like, I think I found the one, she's the greatest, whatever. Maybe that's why. But I mean, good for him. I'm happy for him. Chris, how's your weekend been? What are you talking about? What happened? Wait, what happened? Can you see me alright? It was fucked up last week. Chris, type faster. Yeah, so Aaron found some, or Dilbert, we call him Dilbert. We call him Dilbert, and he's now... What's up, Al? How are you?
What do you want, a date?
Yep.
Your buddy?
Yep. I'm just doing my podcast. Just... Everybody say hi to Al.
Hey, Al. Hi, Al. I'll let you get back to it.
All right.
I'm watching the Brownies, the Clowns.
Yeah.
10-7. They're actually winning at halftime.
Where? Wait, who's winning?
The Browns.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're playing in.
Yeah, they're in
England.
London.
London, that's right.
Yeah.
10-7. We're winning at halftime.
Stop it.
Here we are.
All right. Bye. Well, that was news to me. That was my neighbor Al. He just stopped by and he said that the Browns are winning at halftime like 10-7 or something like that. Holy shit. Holy shit. Chris, Chris, you might not be in the tanked chat. Chris, are you in the tank chat? Are you still here? What's up, Gary? Hey, Keisha. Anyways, Chris, in the if you're still there in the tank chat, Ed was making comments about my weight and then started making comments about how everybody's fat. And he, last night, Friday night, he put a thing out and he was like, he was like, oh, what are all my fatties doing? He has this whole big thing in there right now about his go-to right now. This is my thing. Ever since I became part of the show, he's constantly talking about my fucking weight. Leave me the hell alone. Yo, what up, mama? Look what I got. Yeah. Oh, he's calling all of us fat, saying that everybody is just fat asses. And I have an old picture which I can post in there that from last year where he looked skinny as shit. So Ed has definitely gained weight. Yeah, you gotta go read that shit, Chris, because I'm waiting for him to say one thing to me. I'm waiting for him to say one thing to me, and I have a comeback that will fuck him up. Because he made... Yes, Ed is fat, Chris. Wait, what am I coming into? Chrissy, you know the one dude, Ed, that's part of the group that I bitch about all the time? Yeah. He's in group chats saying that, like, everybody... He is hyper-fixated on my weight. His autism has him hyper-fixated on my weight. Don't care if she's short, don't care if she's fat, as long as she loves me, that's where it's at. Yes, thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, a couple years ago, I was on one of the shots, and I had lost a fuck ton of weight. A lot. And honestly, I was not happy with the way I looked. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin from that. Well, I'm gonna wait. I want to wait until he just says one more thing. I said something back to him, and he hasn't responded. So if he says something, I just have one more thing. But it seems like ever since I came on the show, like, since me and George have become friends, and, like, you and I have become friends, like, he's jealous. And the only thing he can do is put me down to, like, just keep talking about my fucking weight, whatever. Right, Chrissy. She said, autism ain't no excuse to be a dick, though. Correct. Correct. That's what he says. Oh no, I have this in my back pocket. And I'm definitely gonna use it. I don't know why. He, like, at one point he was like, no, he's like, you know, I hated you for a while, but now I actually like you, you're cool. And I'm like, okay, but then he feels the need to constantly talk about my size. I'll bitch slap him. You'll bitch slap him. Oh, George already knows. There's gonna be a time. There is gonna be a time. It's probably gonna be at the show. At the show, we're at Frank and Tony's. He's gonna say something, and I'm like, I've already had visions of me jumping up, taking my headphones off, and just blasting him in the face. I want to fuck him up so bad, and George keeps going, I see her hitting you sooner than you think. I see her hitting you sooner than you think. Something's gonna happen one day. He's gonna say something to me. The shit I've been dealing... Well, the first time he said anything, we were at Frank and Tony's. I told you that whole thing on the show the one day. And, he's already become like, from people that know me, like, in the comedy community. They don't like him because he always has something to say. So he is very hyper fixated on my weight, on Dilbert's weight, and now he's just to the point where he's just calling everybody fat asses. Oh yeah, I know it's bullying me. And I come back with comments that shut him the fuck up. Chris said, that's bullying you, motherfucker. Have balls. You have no idea. Hate bullies, you have no idea. Sorry. I'm out in the sun and I can't. I have to, like, squint a little bit. But yeah, he is definitely a problem child, and you can't... And that's what... When he gets drunk, he's even worse. So he's drunk and his autism come together, and he's even fucking worse. A lot worse. He's an asshat. But there's gonna be one day I'm gonna say something. And I honestly, now that I've been thinking about it, there was a couple weeks ago, we went out. It was a Thursday. We went to Crowley's on Vine Street to get smash burgers and have a couple drinks and shit. And while we were talking, he's like, well, don't you just feel used? Like, they only want you on there. Like, George only wants you on there for the views. And I'm like, well, it's not that I feel used. Like, I get it. I know a lot of people. Yeah, just... Chrissy said, just for no reason, he's saying shit today. Yeah. He's been saying a lot of shit every day in these group chats. And I think he just wants me to quit showing up because he... I don't know. I really have no idea. I'm gonna call him out the first thing on Monday. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. But we went out. I think he's trying to do whatever to just get me to, like, stop hanging out with you guys, to stop doing the show and shit like that. Because when we were out and he was like, well, don't you feel used? And, you know, and talking about how, like, George only wanted me on there because I know so many people and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, until it gets to a point where I can tell I'm definitely obviously, like, I'm only used for a thing, or I don't feel comfortable about it, like, yeah, but, I mean, I brought it up to George where I'm like, yeah, he thinks that, oh, girl. Chrissy said, he must hate women, sounds gay. That's another little thing I want to call him out with. It's crazy that people are still bullies. That bullying is still a thing nowadays. Like, I was bullied when I was younger, and I can't fucking stand it. Chrissy, I'll tell you, which, this is another thing I'm gonna drop on him, but I'll tell you when I talk to you after, because it's something I'm gonna bring up to him. It's something that he said on the show last week. Yes, Chris, or Shantae. Hey, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. Anybody can figure out a name for this guy, just let me know. So yeah, it's crazy to think that bullying is still a thing in our world right now. And I honestly think Ed is trying his hardest to get in. Chris said, I gotta go get ready, get my daughter. I'm sure you got your back. Thanks, Chris. I love you. I will probably see you tomorrow if I don't feel any better. I'm not gonna come because whatever, but I'm trying to do the best I can to get rid of all this yuck. No, he's not bald, Chrissy. No, he's not bald. Chrissy, he can't get a woman, and he wouldn't know what to do with a woman if she fell out of a tree and wiggled on his face. Well, that was, he said Monday on the show, oh yeah, I faked it a lot of times with women. If you had to fake it with women, you're gay. But that's just my opinion. But he is, I think he's like just trying to bully me. He's jealous that like everybody likes me. Like, I know everybody likes me. It's just who I am. I don't know. And I think he's trying to like get in my head to get me to quit coming to the show because he's embarrassed or whatever. And I think he's sorry, that was gross. Sorry. No, he does not have glasses. He's the guy that sits next to George. He's always got a red hat. That is his. I'm gonna wait till my neighbor takes off. Hey Tree, sorry, getting ready for football game. He has no friends and now you know. And see, alright Shantae, Andrea will, I mean, you know, pop in whenever you can, or even like catch the, you know, this when it's over. Actually, you know what? That is true, Shantae. George told me that. George told me that he did not have any friends except for this one guy that he was hanging out with, that he always hangs out with. Maybe he doesn't like us ladies being the only ones who comments on the pod. Yeah, it could be, because I never see him show up to see any of the shows or nothing. But George was telling me that he did not have any friends before he met George. Yes, it's a guy from the show. He always wears the red hat and he sits right next to George, and his red hat is his stim. He always has his red hat on. Always. And he very rarely, and even last night, so I get a call at 4 in the morning from George because he was drunk and I get it, he had a work party. When we all have work parties, we all just get fucked up, but that is what it is. And, so I had to go pick him up because he didn't have his car and he was randomly wandering. He was randomly wandering around Pine Ridge. So, George even said, he was like, yeah, he goes, Ed didn't have his red hat on, so I didn't know who he was. Like, that is Ed, the red hat is Ed's thing to always have on. And, you guys would know who he was. I know you don't always watch the show because it's not woman friendly, but I have a lot. I feel so much more comfortable now with him here. I don't feel like weird and just weird. I'm looking for cuddle buddies. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for much. I just need a cuddle buddy. Once in a while. Don't be coming over here all the time. Once in a great while. I'm just like, somebody needs to come over and cuddle the fuck out of me. Cuddle the shit out of me. Cuddle me. Just, that's all I'm asking for. But yeah, it's going back to, see, my ADHD goes everywhere. Going back to the thing of, it's hard to believe that there are still bullies and we're in 2025 and bullying is still a thing. It's still a thing. And honestly, with me being on the show, like, Chris just realized that that's considered bullying. I don't think he knew that. I don't think he knew the extent that it was going to. So it wasn't that I was feeling like helpless or whatever. I was coming back with my normal quick wit, and they'd be like, oh damn, like if I said something in the group chat or if I said something on the show, like George has been sticking up for me, like saying shit about, yeah, Ed, you're fucking fat too, who are you to like be talking shit, whatever. And like now Chris really realizes it's a thing. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, Chris now realizes it's a thing, but like George has been making comments back to him, but now it, like at one point, yeah, it was starting to feel like it feels like he's only targeting me, and I don't know why. And I honestly think it's because I'm that female on the show, taking, maybe taking one of his best friends away from him. So I do have a thing in my back pocket that I will say to him. And but yeah, I have not done shit this weekend. Chrissy, Shantae, you guys know that. I was talking to you all day yesterday. Friday I went and I got a massage, which was much needed. Much needed. And I wasn't feeling 100% like in the morning, and then I took a bunch of stuff and I started to feel better, so I thought I was fine, and then she had me paranoid, like, oh, you could have this, you could have that, blah, 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 all this different stuff. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna make it a thing. Now the guys are starting to realize what he's been saying and doing, so it will open up to show that what he's actually been doing to me. And I know that even though Chris bitches, like, Chris is very much supportive about, like, women and all that stuff, but sometimes he kind of gets on a rant about certain things. But I know when it comes out to it, he would definitely have more of my back. George is starting to have more of my back. Like, Dilbert's been, since like day one, Dilbert has had my back from the very beginning. So, but I think he's just trying to do all this to get me to quit to get me to just quit showing up, quit coming around. Like, I don't know. It's hot as balls out here, let me tell you right now. Whew, I am sweating. Maybe that will get us the views of the fact that he's a bully, and you don't realize there are there are certain politicians, whatever, that are bullies too, and people don't realize it. But it's just hard to believe that it's 2025 and there are people that are still like that out here. If you don't like what I look like, quit fucking looking. Then I don't have to worry about I only got to worry about what I want to look at. Miss Gino, I don't know what the heck that word is, Chrissy, and the manosphere is off the charts right now. Yes, because I've been seeing videos about how there's a lonely man epidemic right now. Like, women don't want to don't want men for nothing anymore. They don't want men for anything. Like, and it's true. We take care of ourselves. We pay our own fucking bills. We take care of ourselves 100%. We don't need them. And then we can learn to take, well, I mean, my size, I'll fight a man if I have to. I fought more men than I have fought more men than women in my life. And so I don't have to worry about somebody, like, you know, standing up for me, whatever. But they're not going to protect us because them fools are just as fucked up. Like, they're less of a man than... Dude, men are so... Men are so... They're so weak. They're weak because they need us to put them up on that pedestal of, oh, look, he's such a great person. He's such a great guy. Look, he'll stand up for me. He'll do this. And I don't know. But yes, there's a lonely man epidemic thing going on right now, and it's bothering men that women don't want them. Yeah, protect us from who? Them? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the ones that are like, oh, I'll always protect you. Oh, I want to fight this dude so bad. But then when it comes to the point where you should fight the person or should stand up for you go cower in the corner. Or, I had a friend that I was friends with, and he would, anytime I'm very, what is the word? I will not be disrespected. I will not be bothered. Like, if you have a problem with me and you keep showing me a problem, I will do something about it. And he kept, like, dimming me, like, don't do this, don't get in. I don't think he's ever seen me get into a physical fight because he always tried to stop me from fighting. And that bothers me because if I have to, I will fight. I will do what I have to do. And if I did get into an argument, he would yell at me about, oh, well, you just don't need to be like that. Well, it's also because, you're with me. We get into a fight. You're also possibly going to be in it, which means you're telling me you don't know how to fight either. So that's what's going on. But yeah, it's just been a very lazy weekend. I literally didn't do anything yesterday. I went on that bachelorette party on Friday. We went on the funny bus. Wasn't that funny? And it was just a tour of downtown Cleveland. Like I said, the only cool thing was that we went through the cemetery across from Progressive Field. Did not expect that. And it was dark. It was like pitch black out. That was creepy. I was like expecting somebody to come jump up on the bus or something, but no. There's a bum that lives in there, so he did scare one of the girls. I was like, dude, you definitely seen a ghost. She's like, no, nobody's seen that guy next to that headstone. And we were like, no, not at all. So I still think she saw a ghost. Love you. Talk to you later. Heading to the Holden Arboretum. All right, we'll have fun. Yeah, I'm going to jump off here because I am going to have lunch with Seth and his niece and his great niece. Haven't seen them in a while. So, all right. Yes, don't forget, give me a name. I've had him for 3 years and he still has no name. No name. Nomad, because he just shows up. I put him in my back seat sometimes, guys, so if you ever see my car driving around and there's a skeleton hanging out the back, it's him. I need him to have a name. A name. Alright, well that is my time. And I will be seeing you guys soon. Love you, have a great week. And don't forget to catch me tomorrow on Abraham Drinking at 6 o'clock. Bye.
It's natural and normal to give you everything, dear. From coffee in the morning